My mother was in the hospital for about a month with a series of complications.
Unfortunately, my father is in ICU.
My son spent like 17 years in Colombia.
My granddaughter is here since February 19th.
2 years ago, my mother-in-law was rushed into Colombia in the emergency room.
My father got a stroke, and we ended up having to be in Mount Sinai for about 2 months straight. My mother literally slept there the whole time, every single night. We didn't know what to do. And all of a sudden walks in this tall woman named Sima. Who are you? I'm from Chesed 24/7. She visited my mother every single day, helped us get access to the right room, to the right beds, to the right chairs next to the bed to sleep on, to the food that we needed for weekdays, for Shabbat. Took care of us, guided us. She held my mother's hand in talking to doctors, helped to guide us which doctors are the best and which are they not. It was like my mother had a sister in the hospital for those 2 months.
If someone's in the hospital, the world stops for them, and the world's still going on outside, but they don't know.
And all of a sudden, you meet a quote-unquote familiar face, even though you never met each other, and there's guidance, the Chesed 24/7 liaisons that walk around, and they're there for you.
That Chesed room was just a part of his life.
This room is my home away from home. I have to be in the hospital. I don't have a choice. But once I'm here, Baruch Hashem, we have a room where I can daven, I can eat.
I'm amazed at the little touches that have been included.
There was Sfarim and there was books he can read, and he would just relax there.
Even, I would say, the food. It wasn't off-the-shelf food. It was heim gemacht, and you can taste it, and it makes a difference. There was a good armchair that you can lie down and read.
A full menu of items in the fridge, really, really unbelievable.
Come here from a different country and not know anyone, and this room will be packed with anything and everything you need.
You know, it's the place even to connect with others.
This is the Ir Miklat of Klal Yisrael. Here we are in the middle of Manhattan, and Chesed 24/7 has given us a quiet place for Klal Yisrael to gather.
There's Svardim, and there's Litvish, and there's Hasidish, and there's Syrian, and whatever you could think of. Everybody is there together. And like the woman who's there for 4 months is already teaching the woman who just arrived the ropes, and everybody's just family.
Everybody's welcome into this room.
You see, we're all one people here. Mika Amchi Yisrael. You see one family.
The way people come into the room and sit down and enjoy a snack, enjoy a treat, and just enjoy peacefulness for a few minutes, you see people changing over a few minutes.
A guy came from Yerushalayim with his young child and he said, "Daddy, I want a bag of potato chips." And there is here a bag of potato chips for that little kid.
Not everyone has something like this, and when you do have it, it does help a lot.
11 years ago, we took in a child with special needs. She is Down syndrome, and we knew that she's Down syndrome. That's where it ended. She ended up having a lot of medical complications. We're here an average of twice a week for outpatient. We're here inpatient very, very, very often. Being in the ER many hours, not being able to leave a child. So calling Chesed even to ask if they know someone who's here upstairs, and they send us down food. Being in between appointments, some days I have 3 appointments like today, and I just come upstairs, grab a coffee, grab a piece of cake and run. It's a miracle.
All these technicalities that would come with so much pressure and stress was never ever there, thanks to Chesed 24/7. They have 2 apartments, literally 3-minute walk away.
Chesed 24/7 came Erev Pesach, delivered food for all 9 of us, a full car.
We took the food supplied and we went into the sukkah. We had this most beautiful Yom Tov.
Shabbos could be a big headache, but you had your food there. Your hot food, your cold food, whatever you wanted, it was all there in plenty of abundance.
Shabbos in a box with the little grape juice, neiros. There's nothing they forget.
And I took out the tablecloth and I put it on the small hospital table. And I lit the 2 electric candles. And then I realized, you know what? It's going to be Shabbos in the hospital. It changed my Shabbos. But people think that operating Chesed rooms is a part-time job. What they don't know is that operating the Chesed rooms is a full-time job.
What people need to know when they are helping out Chesed 24/7 is that they are the foundation of what's happening in the hospitals. They are the ones that are holding up this whole unbelievable operation.
This room, it's a lifesaver.
It was priceless.
It's amazing. It's beyond amazing.
There are no words.
They're literally 24/7 around the clock there for anybody who needs them.
Kind of shows the awesomeness of our people.
It's Klal Yisrael working together.
Mi Ka'amcha Yisrael.
Mi Ka'amcha Yisrael.